Hello and welcome to episode 27 of the Roll Jump Media podcast. I am joined this time by my recurring panelists, Jose and Luis. What's going on, guys? Happy Saturday morning.
Hello, good morning, everyone. Good morning.
On this week's episode, what we have up on the docket, we have video game sales for September, the PS5 UI, Mario Kart Live home circuit reviews, and a bunch of little things and big things about Xbox. But before we get into that, let's go ahead and talk about what we've been playing. So, guys, go ahead and take over.
All right, so I'll get it started as usual. Um, so this time around, this week, I haven't been playing that many games. Last time when I explained what games I was playing, it was just about 3 or 4. This time, I played like 3 or 2 actually.
Okay.
So on my 2DS, I was playing Samus Returns, but this week I haven't been playing that. I haven't touched my 2DS that much. I've been mainly focusing on the Switch, playing Super Mario Sunshine.
To avoid spoilers, use the timestamps in the description.
And I've actually passed the game. I've collected all 120 shrines. Um, uh,
All right, my
I
boy.
collect, I know. I collected all blue coins. Uh, I think that there's like 30 blue coins per world.
Yeah,
So I
just
was
real quick,
collecting
I'm
all
gonna
of
I'm
those.
gonna stop you right there. We're gonna
All
talk
right,
about Mario Sunshine, so spoil a little bit of spoiler warnings, probably, right?
right.
Okay.
All right, right. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So if you haven't played Mario Sunshine, you might want to skip. Um, but yeah, I completed all the I got all the shrines from the worlds, and I went to the final level, and I completed that. But then I went back and collected all the shrines that I still needed to complete all 120 shrines.
Okay.
And I believe I, I saw somewhere that there was a secret ending, or not a secret ending, but there was like an addition to the ending. Uh, and I guess it's just a little bit, just like a little extra at the end.
There
But
probably is, but I don't recall.
yeah, um, but yeah, when was it? Was it last week when we were talking about like that specific world about the collecting the coins in the stream, uh, where you have to take Yoshi to this island and go into the pipe? Um, we had said that it was like the hardest level, so I left that one for the end.
Oh, really?
As the
Okay.
last, yeah, as the last shrine, and I had like what I had 20 lives, and I was like, okay, this is the last shrine. This is the only shrine I need. Uh, you know, I'm gonna stay here until I get it. And then like the first try, I got them all. I went in and I got all the red coins in the stream. Well, the first I didn't get the second one, and then I went along and I got the next 3,
Uh-huh.
and then um, or the next 4, and then I just needed the first one that I missed, and then there's one that's up in the air, and then there's one that's on the platform at the end, I think. And so somehow I was able to hover to the edge and stay on the edge and walk on the edge. So
Are you kidding? No way.
yeah, I don't know. Uh, and I was able to stay on the edge and then get the ones that were hovering above the stream. Um, which you have to time it perfectly, because if you have to be at like a specific um, height, right, to get the
Right.
coins. If you go too low, you're dead, and you go too high, you have to try again. So I was able to get those. just perfectly, and I was able to just barely get to the other edge, um, hang on to the other edge so I don't fall out to the stream.
Uh-huh.
And then I got them all, and then I only needed the one at the final platform. And so I walked down the stream, I mean down the edge of the stream until I reached the platform. And I was so nervous because I was like, okay, this is the last one, the last coin that I need.
Did you have
And I
more
got it.
lives?
What's that?
Did you have more lives?
Yeah, I did. But like this was the closest I had been to getting them all, so I didn't
Okay.
want to die.
Yeah.
So so I finally got the last one, and I got the shrine, and that was it. Yeah, I got the shrine, and then I went to complete the final boss again, the final level, just to see the ending. And but yeah, I guess at the end it just tells you, oh, you've collected all 120 shrines, or and and that's pretty much it. And I think there is some little scene, but I don't know if it's like the secret scene or whatever.
Yeah, I don't really
But yeah,
recall that. There probably is, but dang, it's been a little while.
yeah.
Y-
But
Yeah.
that's pretty much it. I mean, and yesterday we tried Overwatch in the uh, we you streamed Overwatch.
Yeah. Well,
Uh,
before we move on, I actually have a question for you for Sunshine.
all right.
All right, so did you screw yourself over by not going to getting all the blue coins with Bowser? Because I know that
Right.
that place is locked off. Did you know about that or
Uh, like going to the
Corona Mountain?
right.
Yeah,
So
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 yeah, go ahead.
so after you complete all the shrines, that part opens up, right?
It does?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, because that's you have to go through the cave, right? Corona Mountain
Yeah,
to reach Bowser at the end.
that's right.
Right.
Yeah. It opens up after you're done with the game? I thought it was still closed off.
Well, it opens up when you get like enough shrines
Oh, I
from the
misunderstood.
other world. Right,
I
right.
misunderstood. Okay. Oh, that's
Because
that's
that's
cool.
yeah,
Because if that was not the case, you're locked off the the blue coins in there for a while.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay. All right. That was a misunderstanding on my part. I thought you were just done for. Like start again and get the blue coins instead of missing them the first time.
right, right.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. That was my quick question.
All right.
Yeah. Overwatch.
All right. And yesterday, we tried the game trial for Overwatch. This was I want to say my second experience playing it, because I remember I did play a little bit back in, I don't know, 2017 maybe, I don't know,
Probably.
um, um, in the PS4 at your house. Yeah. So this was my second experience playing Overwatch, and I really enjoyed it actually, playing it, especially playing with friends.
Yeah.
I don't know, something about playing with friends is always, better. But yeah, it was. I really like the whole like the objectives in the game. Um, I haven't really played much like other uh, hero shooters like Overwatch.
Hmm.
Uh, but yeah, playing it. There's like a variety of different characters and different abilities, and just finding the right one for you, or trying them all out just to see which one is better for you. It's
Yes.
really fun. And then
Yes.
once you get the hang of a character, it's like, okay, let's do this. You get pumped.
I like to
But
hear
yeah,
that, man. Heck yeah.
yeah, it's really cool. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I've been playing. Um, again, it's like game less. I haven't really been touching my 2DS, but overall, pretty good, pretty good. I mean, I also started playing Galaxy yesterday, like barely. So
Okay.
that's gonna be the next main game that I've been focusing on.
Man, it's crazy how you're full into Super Mario 3D All Stars and I just dropped it. like after the first week.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
I
interesting.
mean, it happens. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, and just like I guess a quick shout out to Apex as well. Uh,
Okay.
yeah, we played. Did we play a few games this week?
We did. I think it was like four, maybe four games.
Yeah,
So it
and we were really
was.
close to getting the W again this time around.
I
I think
can't,
we
man.
got
I can't with us
second
just
place.
barely. Oh my gosh.
I know. Yeah, but yeah, Apex. I mean, what else can I say? It's always fun to jump in and play some Apex, some games. Um, Again, especially with friends. So yeah, I almost forgot about Apex as well.
My man.
But yeah, I'll turn it over to Jose.
All right, Jose, what you got, man?
Well, for me, it's been pretty slow as well. I've been playing Animal Crossing, just enjoying the fall update and getting my candy for Halloween. Um, so I mean that's been pretty chill, nothing too crazy. I've also gotten into Super Mario 35 just um every now and then, trying to get that first place. I got really close yesterday actually, but I got second place. I died. So I still have yet to get that first win. I hope I get that first place before they shut it down. Um,
Oh, you will, dude.
uh,
Don't even trip about that.
mm, I don't know, right?
You got months.
Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I've been playing that. The thing about that game is that you say to yourself, okay, I'm just gonna jump in, do one or two, and see if I can win. Um, but then you get hooked on it, and you say, okay, one more, let me try one more, let me try one more, and you end up doing like I don't know, 10 matches trying to win. Um, so yeah, I've been playing that, and yeah, like Luis mentioned, last night we played Overwatch, um, and I mean, I'm a complete noob to it, so I didn't. We did win a couple of times, so that's good.
It was like
And
half
it,
and
it
half.
was, yeah, and it was fun. I think it's, I think it was pretty easy to kind of get into the like how it works and what you're supposed to do. Obviously, the more you play, the better you're gonna get. But yeah, it was fun. I think, like Luis mentioned, I'm just playing with friends, just made it easier, made it more fun. Um, and and yeah, I don't know, I really enjoyed it. I think the trial ends in 3 days.
On the
Um,
20th.
the 20th. Oh, okay,
Yes, you're
that's too.
correct.
Okay. So yeah, I recommend people who haven't played it to go play it. Just try it out, and see if you like it. Um, it's a really fun game. But yeah, that's been pretty much it. I know this couple of weeks coming up are gonna um, get better for me, because the Pokemon DLC is coming out, and then the Pikmin 3 Deluxe edition
Ooh, I almost
is
forgot. I
coming
need to
out.
talk about that.
So yeah. I want to hear your thoughts.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, that's been pretty much it for me.
All right, Jose. Cool. All right, so
Over
I
to
guess
you, Lee.
okay. Thank you. I'll say Pikmin 3 for last, I suppose. So I'll start off
You
with.
don't have to.
Yeah, I should because I have the most to say about that probably.
Okay.
What have I been playing? Okay, so shout out to Apex. I've exhausted all my opinions about Apex, so we can go ahead and move on from that one. Phenomenal. Also, I played more of Mirror's Edge Catalyst, probably like 2 hours, 2.5 hours probably. And everything I said prior about how much I liked it still holds true. It's a parkour enthusiast fantasy, even if you don't do parkour, if you just like it and just like to watch it. Um, it's it's fun to play as Faith and do all those cool moves that she can do that you probably won't be able to do in real life. It's a fantasy and it's really nice. Um, as you guys said before, resurgence into Overwatch. I bought Overwatch way back in 2016, and I enjoyed it back then. I fell off because, of course, there's always something else to play that takes your attention. But yeah, Overwatch, I still, even after all these, similar games have come out, I feel like it's still special because of the character designs and how the abilities work intermingled with everybody else. I just feel like it's a really smooth experience, and it's something that you can only get from Overwatch. It's kind of hard to explain, but if you try it out, you'll see just how tight the game feels and how the pace is really nice and non obtrusive or unobtrusive. And Super Mario 35, I'm still frustrated with it. I'm in Jose's spot. I still haven't gotten the W. Um, One of the most frustrating games I've ever played. I said to them yesterday that if it's almost like Sekiro levels of frustration, getting stuck on a boss or whatever. Uh, I did get genuinely mad a couple times, and it was still fun despite that. So I guess it speaks a lot to the quality of the game. And now for what y'all been waiting for, Pikmin, right? All right. So Pikmin, um, unlike Pokemon Sword and Shield, where I actually had legitimate gripes about the game, I don't have near as many gripes for Pikmin. Probably not at all. So I did not expect Pikmin to have a pretty good story. I thought Pikmin was just like, you know what, forget the story. You're just gonna go ahead and take these Pikmin and just do things around this closed off
Yeah.
environment. But
Uh,
there was actually a pretty well paced story into it. It wasn't too long, wasn't too short, and you actually got interested in what these characters' fates are going to be. I was like, wow, I did not expect the story to hit like this. It's not like a Last of Us story or anything, but it's a for Nintendo, it's a actually pretty involved story. It seems like, especially if you just keep going along. And so basically, spoilers if you haven't don't know what Pikmin is. It's basically you're for Pikmin 3. You come from a planet called Kopai, right? That's what it's called.
uh, yes.
And then your planet's kind of like running out of resources or whatever, and you're trying to look for other planets to get. Do you get resources from it, or do you want to colonize that other planet? I think it's for resources.
Yeah, you want to get resources because the your home planet is has run out of food.
Right. And just that premise alone, I feel like with that Nintendo charm put on top of it, it really engrosses you in, and they portray space really well. Like the cutscenes, you're pretty much traveling through space. At the end of the day, you go back and you see how much reserves you have in order to make it to the next day. It's kind of grim if you think about it. It's like if you don't have enough reserves, I don't even want to know what happens to your characters if they die or whatever. Pretty sure that's not the case, but who knows? But it's a really interesting premise, and I guess we'll go into the gameplay part. The Pikmin control. You know what? The Pikmin are endearing and they control intuitively. Like, you have different. At first, it feels pretty simple. Like, this is kind of boring. But if you give it a chance, just give it another 10 minutes or whatever, and that stuff gets kind of complex. Like, you have to have enough Pikmin. You have to decide what kind of Pikmin eventually that you want to bring along. Different kind of puzzles. They have different weaknesses and strengths. You can switch leaders once you get another person in your party. Oh my goodness, it's a good, what do you call it? It's a puzzle game and also an action game at the same, not an action game. Like it's more puzzle centric, but there's also elements of, the action you'd want that's transmitted through the Pikmin, which is really nice.
Yeah.
It's not enough action for me per se, but I can see how people that are more open to having a more puzzly experience like that sort of thing if they also want a bit of action, which is nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like my experience with Pikmin. I want to play other games over Pikmin, which is the issue. There's so many great games coming out like Miles Morales and other games that are up my alley. But for sure, give Pikmin a try. I think a lot of people would like their experience with Pikmin.
That's good to hear. And I mean, yeah, like I think we talked about this before. Well, actually, I think it was in the last podcast. Yeah, Pikmin isn't like it's not like fast-paced or action-packed. So I mean, it's not for everyone. Um, but I mean, at least you tried it. You tried it out, and I mean,
Yeah,
you decided that for yourself. So that's good.
I think Pikmin. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Pikmin is for everyone, dude. It's just like I don't want to drop $60 on a Pikmin game.
Oh, okay, I
It's
see.
not that level for everyone. It is for everyone, but $60 for Pikmin, that's probably where the divider is. Because I'd be interested in I don't know. Would I be interested in finishing it if it was $20? Let's not get into that conversation. But I did like it.
Okay.
Yeah, I liked it. Do I like it more than Pokemon Sword and Shield though?
I mean, that's weird.
Hmm.
Just kidding. You? Do
I
you
might
recommend?
drop that. I might drop that opinion on the next podcast just out of nowhere.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, but do you have any more questions about that for me? I might have missed something about an aspect of
Mm,
Pikmin that I would have experienced in the demo.
I don't think so. What do
No.
you think about the graphics? Because I think Luis mentioned it in the last podcast. I think Pikmin 3 is one of the most, what did you say? One of the best looking games. Yeah, one of the best looking games in the Wii U. What did you think of the graphics when you first saw it?
Um, it didn't blow me away, but it wasn't ugly.
Mm,
I mean, I don't know. Well, how did Smash on the Wii U look? Was it not that crisp? It was less crisp than the Ultimate, right? It had to be.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh,
So, yeah.
yeah, because I remember when
Bayonetta
we
2
first
maybe?
played it. Okay, yeah. Because
Yeah.
when we first played it, I mean, compared to the other games we had, which I guess it wasn't that many anyways. Like the environment was really pretty, like the water and the
Oh, the
reflected.
water. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
That's some good water. That's top tier water. I forgot about that.
that's what I meant by it. Like it's
Mm.
I don't know, it's more I don't know. I don't know the word for it, but crystal clear, more detailed. I don't know.
I
But it
feel
makes
that.
sense because it's a game where you are involved with the environment. So I mean, the environment kind of has to look nice to look at, you know.
Yeah. I feel like it's the prettiest when you're just walking along with your Pikmin and they're carrying whatever it is, whether it's an enemy or a fruit. It's like, wow, this looks pretty good. This looks pretty good. But yeah, I feel like Luis wasn't too off base on that one. And I didn't have a Wii U, so I can't really be a good judge of it. But good graphics.
So you let any of your Pikmin die?
Nah, dude, I couldn't let him die. It's like Pokemon. It's like those are my babies. I can't let them die. Heck no. Have you guys ever gotten the Pikmin stuck? Like, you know, there's like a little thing where on your ship you can call them back.
Yeah.
Did you have you ever had issues? I only played for a little bit, so I had no issues. But did they all come back to you, or did you have to go out in an adventure and find them?
Sometimes you have to go get them. I mean, you can always make more Pikmin. I know it sounds bad. So, but you can always make more, and so you kind of leave them behind
Hmm.
sometimes. And I mean, and Pikmin will die. I mean, that's just part of the game. Like you can't,
They won't,
especially
dude. No.
Pikmin will die. Right? I'm sorry.
Dang, it's like that. They just want to help us out, man. They just off the jump. They didn't even ask no questions. Like, you know what? We're just gonna help you out. And then they just get met with death. Feels bad. Ooh, and the honey thing too. They suck up honey and they like sprout little flowers. That's kind of cool.
It's strong.
Yeah, quality game. Quality game. All right, are you guys ready to move on to the news?
Yes.
All right. First thing we're going to talk about is video game sales for the month of September in the US. This is coming from the MPD group, and I got the list from Samuel Tolbert from Android Central. What I have here are the top 20 best-selling games in the US for the month of September. Do you guys want to throw out what you think number one is?
For September,
I think it's Mario 3D World. I mean 3D
All Star.
All Stars.
3D All Stars is
What's
up there, but it's not number one.
number one?
hmm
Would it still be Animal Crossing? I don't think so.
Animal Crossing is number eight.
Bruh, what the heck? The fact that they're still top 10 though. Okay, so then it's not a Nintendo franchise. It has to be like a Sony. But
hmm
what has come out?
Think of a big property.
GT.
Not GTA.
GT. Damn it. I feel like I'm blanking on. Yeah, I'm blanking on any game.
Don't do this to yourself, man. Don't do this to yourself. You're gonna feel dumb when I say it.
Damn it! Stop. Let's see. Shoot. It's not the last of the last one is September. What came out in September, dude?
Telling you.
The
Like,
Last of
yeah.
Us is not even on this list.
And that game just came and went, huh?
It came strong though.
I don't know. I have no idea.
I'm trying to think of a hint.
Tsushima?
So Shima is number 12. Hmm. It has to do with assembling.
Oh, Avengers.
Yeah.
Avengers, really? What?
Marvel's Avengers number one for the month of September.
I mean, that came to mind, but I was like, I probably didn't do
Yeah, I
much.
thought it didn't do well.
Wow. Okay. It's because like nobody was over the moon about it. You probably thought it was the sales
Probably.
didn't match up. Yeah. I thought the same thing. But yeah, number one, Marvel's Avengers. Number two, Super Mario 3D All Stars. Of course, the Nintendo games do not include digital, so it might have
Right.
been number one. Number three, Madden NFL 21. Number four, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. That game did pretty
The,
well.
the remake.
Yeah. NBA 2K21, number five. That one did not include digital sales as well, it seems. Number six, Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Number seven, Crusader Kings 3. Number eight, Animal Crossing New Horizons. Number 9, Star Wars Squadrons. Number 10, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Number 11, Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time. It didn't crack the top 10, but it cracked the top 20.
I'm more surprised that
What was that?
I'm more surprised that Mario Kart is still on the list.
It's number 10 in top 10, man. It's still selling. It's still selling.
Freaking crazy.
Number 12, Ghost of Tsushima. Number 13, Ring Fit Adventure. Number 14, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Number 15, UFC 4. Number 16, New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. Number 17, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Number 18, Super Mario Odyssey. Number 19, Mortal Kombat 11. And number 20, Super Mario Party. I can see
Super
how a
Mario
lot of
Party.
Switches have been selling. A lot of Nintendo games on
That is
that list.
that is true.
All right. Another interesting thing that happened during the week, the PS5 UI reveal. You guys ready to talk about this one?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. All right, so I went back and I rewatched the PS5 UI video. So I'm going to go ahead and go over the bullet points that I have for you.
All right, let us have it.
Okay. The first thing is that rest mode is making a return. So you can put your system in rest mode and then you can boot it right back up hastily. Number two, the game that you're playing will already be running and it is one tap away if you're presumably if you're in rest mode. Number three, the control center. There's something called the control center which provides almost everything you need without leaving your game. So you can bring up a menu and you can pretty much do whatever you need to do on your PlayStation without leaving the game that you're playing. They talked about this thing called cards, which are little tiles that you have on the UI. What they have on them are stories from publishers, media that you've captured, and they made a big deal about activities. And what these activities are is that they give you objectives to complete within your game, and they tell you how long that activity will take to finish. So for the example that they had Sackboy: A Big Adventure, I believe that's what it's called, and they had some type of activity that would take about 10 minutes to complete. In
So
addition
it's
to
kind of
that,
like,
are you ready to talk about it?
no, 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 go ahead.
Okay. In addition to that, some activities offer in-game help for PS Plus subscribers, and in some games you can view a video in the card or the little tile and reposition it to have it play while you play your game. When you get notifications in your game, it's interactive, so you don't have to leave your game in order to respond to things your friends send you. You can start talking right away with your friends using the controller mic. You can watch somebody share their screen with you while you're playing your game. So, for example, if somebody is sharing their screen and they're playing some other game like The Last of Us 2 or whatever, you can watch them play The Last of Us 2 in a tile while you play whatever game you're playing.
That's cool.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. You can join your friends online via the card system that they're implementing. Uh, the create button or the share button for the PS4 comes back, and you can create videos and images up to 4K. When you don't, when you start up a new game, or when you want to choose a new game, or you're doing a hard startup without using the rest mode, you're going to be taken to the home screen, which is its own thing. The so media like YouTube, Hulu, all that good stuff is going to have its own space separate from the game interface or the game screen. There is an Explore tab which brings together all your games, or I think it's a card or a tab. Well, whatever. One of the two. It's like a little tile. The Explore
Yeah.
tile brings together all your games with trending media and stories from PlayStation. This Explore tab is being tested in the US. You can use your voice to write messages, and media that you share with your friends, be it a screenshot or I presume a video, will have automatic spoiler warnings if the publisher or the developer thinks it's a spoiler to somebody else. It'll flash up a spoiler warning for it won't happen all the time, but in some cases it seems. So those are pretty much the highlights of the PS5 UI reveal, and they said that there's more to come. So, out of all that good stuff, did anything stand up to you guys or you want to talk about?
Well, I mean, I think it's really nice, like the things that they're gonna um that this is gonna offer. I really like the fact that you are able to see like small videos, like I don't know if it's tutorials or like guides while you're playing. Um, I think that's really cool. Um, I mean, I think it's really cool that people are able to share their screen with you while you're playing. Um, I don't know why people would do that. If they're playing, if you're playing another game, you know. But I mean, I guess it's cool. It's a little extra, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
detail. But yeah, it seems that like they really wanted to make things a little more fluid, like more so that it's not as interrupt disruptive when you're playing. And
Oh, definitely.
that's always good. Um, but yeah, I mean, pretty cool. Bring it on.
Right on.
Yeah, I like that they offer uh that there's options. Also, I was talking about like, oh, well, what's the point of like who would do that? I mean, it's kind of true. You're playing a game, or you want to see another screen there. Yeah, but I mean, at least you have that option, right? So you have different options that you can try and you can mess with, and that's always really cool for the consumer or the player.
Yeah,
So yeah,
true. I'm kind of excited for that onboard mic for some reason. I feel like a lot of people will get tempted to like talk in
right.
like parties and stuff. Like now, like right now, I'm very antisocial and I don't really talk to people like on Apex and stuff. But I don't know. Maybe I'll open up and get some good
Try it out.
conversation in. Yeah,
There's some weird people out there though.
that is true. That is true. That's the risk we take.
Like just off of listening to my brothers play Apex, some of those people sometimes, Jesus, questionable.
And those people that think it's cool to just like blast music and not talk.
Right? Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't do that.
But
Don't do that.
you know, it is what it is.
Yeah. The one thing I'm a little trepidatious about is the amount of cards there are. So there wasn't just one or there wasn't just like a couple, like two activities. There was like three or more activities from what I saw. And there's also cards for like trophies and different things. I feel like it might get a little too much, like a little clustered for no reason. But I don't know. I'm gonna have to do a hands-on impression when I get my console to tell you guys how it is. I'm pretty sure I'm worrying about it for nothing. I'm sure it's gonna be fine.
So the trophies are still in?
Yeah, the trophies are still in.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
So then it's the trophies plus the activities.
Yeah, so in the example they had like two trophies off to the side, like as you scroll to the right,
Yeah.
and I don't know which ones it highlights, but it highlighted a couple trophies that you could get. So
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Just
yeah. But it looks clean and it looks more intriguing than the PS4 one because the control center is one thing that you have while you're in your game playing, and then the home screen is when you're actually out of your game and you're looking at all the stuff. So it's new, it's fresh. Y'all ready to move on to Mario Kart Live Home Circuit?
let's do it.
All right, so what I have right here for you guys is a review roundup for Mario Kart Live Home Circuit. I have review excerpts from Forbes, IGN, and Digital Trends. So I'm gonna go ahead and read these quotes for y'all. The first one, oh, I don't know. So when I checked it yesterday on Metacritic, Mario Kart Live Home Circuit had a 74 on Metacritic. The first quote I have is from Forbes, which gave it an 80 out of 100. They said, minor setbacks aside, this is a very fun Mario Kart game in its own right. Not quite the feature-rich experience that Mario Kart 8 is, but a very fun, very clever game nonetheless. It's delightful and will certainly be fun for all ages and a great party game for whenever you feel comfortable having parties again. IGN gave it a 70 out of 100, and they said Mario Kart Live Home Circuit's mixed reality novelty excels when you have the space and motivation to make your courses flourish. And then lastly, I have Digital Trends, which gave it a 60 out of 100. They said at its core, there is a solid Mario Kart game here. Still, Mario Kart Live Home Circuit has too many little annoyances that can only be alleviated by having a perfectly sized, perfectly lit space, like the one in Nintendo's promotional materials. This might still be a hit with children or anyone else interested is in Home Circuit as a game than a toy, but anyone hoping for depth or replaying the game will be disappointed. All right, so that kind of ran the gamut from 80 to 60. Um, it seems like the game is good, but the logistics behind it, like setting it up and having it work as you intended and having enough space for it to work to its max capacity, is a struggle.
Yeah, and I mean, I think when the game was first announced, I think those were like the concerns that people had, because I mean, I think it's fairly new, like technology that's being used, at least in like, a video game, um, like that to that extent. So, it was to be expected, but I mean, it seems to be like mixed. So, I mean, at least it wasn't like overwhelmingly like negative.
Right, right.
So, I mean, it's a risk that Nintendo took, and I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah. Supposedly it's a good game though, underneath all the setup and whatever,
Mhm.
which is pretty interesting. But
Yeah, when they announced that game, I didn't really see it as as the next installment of the franchise, like, oh, the next Mario Kart. So,
yeah.
like, I saw it as a, you know, hey, this little, experimental thing. I did see it a little bit focused on uh, like families and their kids, to try it out and to see, to have this experience and be able to see Mario race through you know, your furniture and your dirty laundry or whatever. Um,
Okay.
and so, you know, I, I was kind of aware, I guess, that there was going to be some issues, like, and basically, it's not a mainline Mario Kart experience. It's just like a little game to have fun with,
Yeah.
in my personal view.
Got you, got you. All right, so that was Mario Kart Live Home Circuit. Next, we're going to be talking about Xbox for the rest of the podcast for the news. So I hope
That's
y'all
not
are
the
ready.
Xbox episode.
Xbox.
Where's our Xbox, Phil?
Where's our Xbox Series X, Phil? All right. So, first thing I want to talk about, just real quick, Xbox 360 cloud saves will now be free. This is from Lewis White from mspoweruser.com. This is intended to allow a smoother upgrade path for 360 users. So, if you still have a 360 and you're using it and you want your saves to come over without you know having to pay for online for the cloud saves, they are now going to be free for you, and you can take them for the next system that you're going to get, which is nice.
Nice.
Next thing, GameStop will reportedly get a cut from digital sales made on Xbox consoles. Have you guys heard of this?
I saw that they were, you said GameStop, right?
Yeah.
I saw that they were having a partnership, um,
Yeah, that was last
and
week they were announcing that.
yeah, with Microsoft, but I didn't know about this.
Yeah, so it's going to extend more. I guess this is just elaborating more on that partnership. Um, so yeah, they're gonna get a cut of from digital sales made on Xbox consoles. This is from Chime Gartenberg from The Verge, and this is a little quote from the article. One investor speculates that the revenue sharing was simply a sweetener for GameStop's agreement to use Microsoft's cloud infrastructure and Surface tablets rather than the core of the deal itself. So it seems like it's not going to be a big facet of the whole partnership. It's more like a bonus, I suppose.
Right.
So it's kind of strange to think that GameStop is going to benefit from a certain console as opposed to the others.
Yeah, that is weird.
That's very weird.
Because then you get into like a little um what's it called, like it can be controversial, like our GameStop employees gonna you know try to sell you the Xbox product, or I mean, I guess we'll see, but
Yeah,
I don't know, it's strange.
super strange. Um, I don't have much to say about. Additionally, GameStop is going to be one of the places where you can do all access, where you do the installment plan for Xbox console. So a little bit more of a tidbit there, but yeah, we'll see how it pans out. Supposedly they're going to most likely elaborate on it on their investor meeting for GameStop and tell us a little bit more. So when they do, I'll keep my eye out and see if there's anything popping for that.
All right.
Next up, Phil Spencer says Xbox can recoup the 3.5 billion they spent on ZeniMax Media. Um, ZeniMax Media, of course, includes Bethesda without selling their games on platforms they don't support. So he's talking about like your PlayStations and your Nintendo Switch, I would assume. He's saying that he's not saying that that Xbox won't bring those games over to other consoles, but he's saying that they could make their money back without having to put it on everything. So how do you guys feel about that? That's coming from Lewis White from mspoweruser.com. Are you feel like you're going to be missing out on the games if say let's say Dishonored 3 or The Elder Scrolls 6 doesn't come to the PlayStation?
Um,
You'd have to use like streaming
yeah,
or whatever.
yeah. Like I think when I heard that, it is like a pretty big deal, especially like for the Sony or PlayStation players, especially with like the big properties like Elder Scrolls or um, the the Fallouts and all those games. I do think it can affect like especially for PlayStation gamers. I do think that like Nintendo and Microsoft have had a good relationship um, so far.
Uh-huh.
So I'm not too worried about maybe seeing those games in the Switch, um, like later on in after like they come out for the Xbox. Um, but I do think that it does. It's gonna have a huge effect on uh, the PlayStation players. Um,
Yeah, I'm a little
but I
worried.
mean,
I'm
yeah,
just a tad
it is.
worried.
Yeah, because it is like some of those games like are huge, and including myself, uh, I'm interested in a lot of those games,
Hmm.
like the Elder Scrolls and the Dooms and all that.
Whatever
So
Ghostwire Tokyo, that studio, whatever they're
right,
gonna bring out next.
right. So they have good studios and good games in their log, So I don't know. Uh, I mean, it makes sense. Like I understand why that would be the case. Why make a huge investment in buying this company and not have those games be,
On your ecosystem.
exclusive, yeah, exclusive to your ecosystem. And
Hmm.
so it's probably gonna either it's gonna encourage people to buy an Xbox along with the PlayStation, which is good for Microsoft, I guess, or just play on their PC. So like regardless, I think Microsoft benefits here, and I guess PlayStation they're kind of like in a you know, they have to decide, like should I get the Xbox or should I invest in the two consoles, or so it's gonna be a
Yeah.
tough decision for a lot of gamers.
Yeah. Well, at least Xbox is kind of making it easy to at least experience it through their Game Pass service, or
Hmm.
their what's it called? Not the Game Pass, the xCloud.
Xcloud, yeah.
Yeah. So we can probably just pay like a little fee and just play it whenever it comes out. Worst case scenario, which is not that bad. So
Right.
yeah. All right. So the last story that we have, the Xbox Series X launch lineup. Okay, this is coming from Jonathan Dornbush on IGN. I'm gonna go ahead and just name off what the launch lineup is, and if you guys want to talk about one that caught your eye or the one that you're most interested in, that you wish you would play, or that you're most anticipated for, just go ahead and shout it out.
All right.
All right. So we got Assassin's Creed Valhalla. We got Borderlands 3, Bright Memory 1.0, Cuisine Royale, Dead by Daylight, Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition, Dirt 5, Enlisted, Evergate, The Falconeer, Fortnite, Forza Horizon 4, Gears 5, Gears Tactics, Grounded, King Oddball, Maneater, Manifold Garden, NBA 2K21, Observer, System Redux, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, Planet Coaster, Sea of Thieves, Textures Effect Connected, The Tourist with a Y, War Thunder, Warhammer, uh, Chaos Bane Slayer Edition, Watch Dogs Legion, WRC 9 FIA World Rally, Yakuza Like a Dragon, and Yes, Your Grace. All right, so that's the Xbox X Series X launch lineup, um, and S, I suppose. Out of all those games, which one would you be most interested in playing, or that has your attention the most?
Uh, Honestly, um, out of all those games, uh,
Probably Ori for me.
Ori?
That's a game that I've wanted to play. I know it's available on the Switch eShop, so maybe one day I'll get it physical or fit. Well, but I don't think they've released it physically, have they? Um, but yeah, I don't know. I've always seen gameplay of that game, and I think it's really pretty, and I want to play it. Um, so I mean, that's the one that stands out.
Okay,
Also,
that's a good pick.
Dead by Daylight. Recent Marcos were actually telling me about like the premise of that game. I didn't know such a game existed. I think it's really cool. And I mean, I would enjoy. I think I'd enjoy playing that game. So that's definitely another game that stands out for me.
That's a good Halloween game.
Yeah.
Wait, so you guys have that game? Or no?
No, I mean, if I were to get it,
Oh, okay, okay, for sure. What
I
about
wish.
Devil May Cry 5? How do you guys feel about that one? Special edition? I mean, it's on everything else, or that's on PlayStation 2, but I'm kind of excited for it.
Is it adding anything new?
You get to play as Virgil. So you weren't able to play as Virgil in the original. So that's it's a whole new character with his own moveset. He's a major character, so pretty cool. And I do want to play Gears 5, man. You know I like me some third person shooters, so maybe before 2020, if the xCloud is on phones or whatever, or on PC. Oh, on PC I can do it, huh? I can stream it. I don't know. I have to look into it.
yeah,
But I want to play Gears 5.
try it out.
Yeah,
Have you ever played a Gears game?
I have not. I've seen a ton of gameplay, but I just never played one myself.
Hmm.
Looking forward to it. To that fateful day. All right. That's gonna do it for the news for this week. The last thing I want to do is have a little discussion about what's coming up in 2021. Again, this is going to be a list of games. I procured it so that it's not a whole bunch of games. There's about 20 on here. I'm going to go ahead and list them off. And if one catches your eye and you want to talk about it, go ahead. If not, then we'll just go ahead and move on. Sound good?
All right.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at 2021 games. These are the ones that have a release date. There are more games, of course, but these are the ones I chose to highlight. We have Hitman 3, Disgaea 6, Outriders, Ease 9 on the PS4, Little Nightmares 2, Far Cry 6, Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, Monster Hunter Rise, Guilty Gear Strive, and Nier Replicants. To be announced. For to be announced it was announced to be in 2021, but there's no exact release date. We have Origami 2, which is like a stealth game, which I'm interested in. That's a bias for me. Axiom Verge 2, Chris Tales, Dynasty Warriors 9, Earth Defense Force 6, Ghostwire Tokyo, Gotham Knights, Halo Infinite, Harry Potter Hogwarts Legacy, Horizon Forbidden West, Hood Outlaws and Legends, Kena Bridge of Spirits, Monster Hunter Stories 2, No More Heroes 3, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Quarantine, Resident Evil Village, Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne HD Remaster, Shin Megami Tensei 5, Temtem is coming to consoles, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2, and Warhammer 40k Darktide.
Damn, that's a lot of games.
Yeah, and those are just the ones I chose.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and go over the ones that have a release date first. Okay, so that's Hitman 3, Disgaea 6, Outriders, East 9, Little Nightmares 2, Far Cry 6, Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, Monster Hunter Rise, Guilty Gear Strive, and Nier Replicant. Out of all those, do you guys have something you're looking the most forward to?
Yeah, for me, I mean, it's the obvious, the Nintendo games.
Does that include Monster
uh,
Hunter?
yeah, that includes well, yeah, the Nintendo Switch games, I guess.
Oh,
Uh,
baby.
yeah, so first of all, like Mario 3D World. Um, again, it's a game that I was never able to play on the Wii U. We didn't, we weren't able to get it. We weren't able to buy it.
Was that
And
after the Wii U broke, or your Wii U Game Pass stopped working?
no, well, it's just like we weren't really as invested, I guess, in the Wii U,
Oh, okay, sure.
and so I don't know, like we never bought it,
Interesting.
And
Okay,
it was during a time where we were like kind of broke,
got it,
and so
got
we
it.
didn't really have money to buy all the games that we were interested in.
Do you remember when it
And
came out?
so, boy,
I'm gonna look it up.
no,
I'm gonna look it up.
I think it came out. I remember there was a direct, and they showcased it, um, but I don't remember.
November 21st, 2013.
No, that was
We were
really early.
barely going into college,
Yeah.
second year of college.
Yeah, we were barely being sophomores in college.
Yeah, we're broke. So
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, the
Broke
Wii U came out
boys.
when in 2013? Was it a launch title? No, right?
I feel like
I would think
the Wii U came out in 2012.
2012? You might be
Yeah,
right.
20 Wii U release date November 18th, 2012.
Damn. So almost like 1 year.
after.
Yeah, about a year after.
But yeah, anyways, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a game that I've always wanted to play. Because I did play Mario 3D Land on the 3DS, and I believe 3D World is a sequel to 3D Land. Um, so I was, it's a game that I wanted to try, and I always kept saying, I always kept seeing Cat Mario. So I wanted to give that a try, and having it on the Switch plus extra content. I mean, it's a good deal for me at least to be able to get that game and try it out. Um, and then Monster Hunter Rise. Um, I have some experience with Monster Hunter with Generations Ultimate on the Switch,
Monster Hunter Rise. Oh my gosh.
and I don't know, like I've been like I started like liking Monster Hunter, and I want to keep playing those games.
Hmm.
Um, so after what I saw, like the trailer and like the gameplay, and the fact that from what I've heard from people who played World, they're bringing some of those things from World and then combining it with like old school Monster Hunter. So I want to try that out, and I mean the game looks really cool. Looks pretty as well. So I
Dope.
want to get more invested in the Monster Hunter franchise.
You have made a wise choice, friend. A wise choice.
Plus, you get to have dogs, so
Dogs and cats, man. What else can you ask for, man?
that's true.
Dang. Spoil us, why don't you?
But yeah, those are the two games that I'm mostly looking forward to.
I hear that.
That are confirmed with confirmed release dates.
Yeah, they have a confirmed release date. Jose, you want to shout one out?
Um, Hogwarts.
Oh, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. We're gonna go there. We're gonna get there.
Oh, um, well, I mean, I want to say Little Nightmares too. I haven't actually played the first one, and I think I did mention this. I think it was like one of the very first podcasts we did. But I did see gameplay of the first Little Nightmares. And I don't know. I find that game really interesting. It's very, I don't know. It's not. I mean, it's creepy. And creepy is always good. It's kind of twisted. So I really did enjoy it. I mean, I do. I don't know. Maybe at one point actually play the first one. But yeah, the lore of it is something that I'm really interested in,
Yeah,
and seeing what that sequel is going to add to it is something that I'm looking forward to. Um, and I mean, hopefully get to play it as well. So,
cool.
and then I mean, Super Mario, what is it? Super Mario World?
3D World.
Um, I mean, I'm not as interested in that game. Um,
It looks like
so
fun though.
I mean, I like that they're adding new stuff to it, um, rather than just porting it and giving us that same game.
Yes, new content,
So I
Bowser's
mean,
Fury.
yeah. So I think that I think it's a good investment, especially if you didn't buy it for the Wii U, which is our case. So I mean, it's good that it's being released, but I would say Little Nightmares has my attention.
Cool. As for me, I want to shout out three. I love games. All right. Um, Monster Hunter Rise, of course. I love Monster Hunter. I put hundreds of hours into Monster Hunter World, and then almost 100, probably yeah, almost 100 in Generations Ultimate. Super excited for that. Near Replicant, like I've read the original Nier's story or the synopsis, and combining that with hopefully they stick to just like third person action, but combine that with Nier Automata's third person action. I feel like I'm gonna really love that game. And the third one is Ease 9. So I really liked Ease Memories of Self Setup for um, the PS Vita, and I feel like Ease 9 offers more like verticality and movement options as well that I've seen. I hope the graphics make a pretty good jump, but other than that, I feel like I'm gonna enjoy Ease 9 as well. If you don't know, Ease 9 is it's a JRPG. It's an action JRPG. It's fun.
How's it spelled?
What happened?
How is it spelled? East Nine?
Ease
Why?
YS.
Oh, okay.
And they're using Roman numerals, so therefore it's going to be a good game. You know what I mean?
That's always a good time.
That's right. All right, so here are the games that are going to come in 2021, but have yet to have a exact release date. It's Origami 2, Axiom Verge 2, Chris Tales, Dynasty Warriors 9, Earth Defense Force 6, Ghostwire Tokyo, Gotham Knights, Halo Infinite, Harry Potter Hogwarts Legacy, Horizon Forbidden West, Hood Outlaws and Legends, Kena Bridge of Spirits, Monster Hunter Stories 2, No More Heroes 3, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Quarantine, Resident Evil Village, Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne HD Remaster, Shin Megami Tensei 5, Temtem on consoles, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2, and Warhammer 40k Dark Tide. Luis, you want to go first again?
I think I'll go first because I already kind of
Oh, you
shared
already have it? Okay.
what I'm looking for. um, but I mean, Harry Potter, obviously, I think it's one that I'm really interested in. Um, I know, I don't know why. I mean, I know Harry Potter is kind of, um, I mean, I grew up with Harry Potter, but I think I mentioned this in the last podcast or a previous podcast. The only Harry Potter games that we've ever had have been the the movie, the licensed movie games. Um, so to have a game that's, open to just exploring the world, um, not just, limited to what is shown in the movie, um, I think it's really exciting. And I'm really looking forward to that. I'm also really interested in, shoot, I forgot, like it was in my
I
mind.
I sent the list to you guys on Facebook if you want to see it.
Okay, good. Thank you,
Yeah,
because
you're welcome. Yeah, that's a lot of games. I understand. Sorry. All right, so
um, Tentem, I'm actually really, I'm surprised that that's coming to consoles. Uh, I guess, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess that's cool. Um,
heck
oh,
yeah.
I remember. I remember which game I want to talk about. Resident Evil, obviously. I haven't played a Resident Evil game in a while. I mean, I think the last one that I played was five, I think. Um, but the story of those games has always been something that I found interesting. The lore, and the characters, um, especially with like the OG characters, like Chris and Jill, just to see where they're um, at this point in the story. So Resident Evil 8 or Resident Evil Village, just seeing how they continue that story, for Chris as well. I know that Resident Evil has kind of falling off in terms of uh, what genre it actually is. It's supposed to be a survival horror. I know that it's kind of become a shooter hybrid. I don't know. So it's looking forward to seeing what this new game is gonna bring. Um, so that's, I don't know, like Resident Evil game. Even though I don't necessarily play them, it's always nice to see what those new entries bring to the table.
Cool. I like it.
All right, I'll go next then. So yeah, there's a few games here that I'm interested in.
Yo, lay it on me, Luigi.
Okay, so I'll go down the list.
Okay.
So yeah, Ghostwire Tokyo. That's
It's
that's
Shinji Mikami Studio.
right.
Yeah.
And that's one of the games that I'm interested in. I must admit that like when they first announced it back in E3, 2018, I think, um, it looked like it got my attention, and then they showed it off again, at the what was it, the one of the PlayStation events, right?
Right.
And it did seem a little more different. Um, it looked like, well, not different, but it was something that I wasn't expecting to see. Like it's a first person shooter, right? Or like it has that vibe to it.
Yeah.
And
Well, you're
so I
using
was like,
magic or like spells.
right, you're
Yeah.
using like
Hmm.
spell, right? To get ghost or whatever.
Yeah.
Um, so I was a little thrown off by that. I wasn't expecting it to be that kind of game. But I mean, it still looked pretty cool. And so ever since then, it's been a game that I've had my eye on. Um, will I be able to play on PlayStation now though? Um,
Phil said
but
that he's gonna honor the existing stuff.
all right.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's one of them. I don't know, and I mean, I'm guessing is it a horror game? I'm guessing there's some horror elements to it, right?
I hope so.
And and I wanna get to play more of those games. I'm never really like I haven't really played a lot of horror games or horror based games. So um, I don't know. It might be a good um, change of environment, playing those kinds of games.
Cool.
Okay, so then Howard's Legacy. It is a game that I'm interested in. Uh, it's an open world, and you get to explore this world. And I mean, I grew up with Harry Potter, so it's kind of like it's a dream game to be able to be a wizard, right, and explore the world. So
Sick.
it's a game that I'm looking forward to. I do want to see more of it, um, of what you can do and the things that like. Is there a story or is there what kind of game it is? And and I mean, there's obviously that whole J.K. Rowling controversy. So it's one of those things that it's kind of I'm on the line for this game still. Um, Horizon Forbidden West. That's a game I'm interested in, but I haven't played the first one. So I want to play the first one, Horizon Zero Dawn.
Mm.
Um, I was thinking of getting it for the PS4, but I don't know. I might just wait um, and get it on the PS5, or just play it on the PS5 with the Plus. Um,
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
so I might just wait on that. But it is a game that I want to I want to play that franchise. I want to get involved in those games as well. Um, Also, Kena, Bridge of Spirits. I know that I think Amber Labs is developing this game. Um, they created a little mini film based on Majora's Mask. It actually went viral like when it came out. It was about a few years ago. I don't know, like 20 something, 2015, something like that.
Hmm.
So they are fans of like Zelda, and you can see the Zelda influence or the Zelda feel in the gameplay in the game. And I don't know, it looks really like the animation. It looks really nice. I saw a lot of people comparing it to the Pixar, um, to those levels of animation, and it is a pretty game. Uh, and I like what I saw from the game when they showed it off. So I want to see more of it, but it's definitely like on a game that I'm um, keeping a lookout for. Uh, and there's a lot of games.
Yeah.
um, Next,
Take your
Monster Hunter
time.
Stories 2. I just talked about Monster Hunter Rise. I want to get involved in that franchise. Um, like I see a lot of people like whenever they see a monster, they're like, oh, that's Rathalos or whatever. I want to
Yeah.
be that kind of person to know all the monsters and to know which monster it is and what. Um, but yeah, Monster Hunter Stories. It's a different game than like the usual Monster Hunter games. It's a RPG, turn-based RPG. and
Mm-hmm.
I tried the first game, and I actually bought it. The Monster Hunter Stories.
Oh, you did?
Uh,
Okay.
yeah, I bought it. I haven't played it. I've only played the demo, and I liked what I played in the demo. So I wanna play more of that game as well. And I don't know, I really I was really enjoying the story. It's an interesting story. So I want to get more familiar with it. But yeah, like it basically comes down to like what I said with Monster Hunter Rise. I want to get more involved in that franchise, learn more about it. So I'll try every opportunity I get. So
I
that's
feel like,
another one that I'm
yeah.
interested in. Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, I feel like you have the regular Monster Hunter games, which are like, for like the hardcore, and then also for people that are just interested, and they have a Switch. Like, you know what?
Right.
Everybody's been talking about it. Let me try this out. And then Monster Hunter Stories, I feel like it's like made for the Nintendo consoles. Like, I
Yeah.
feel like that's the vibe of Nintendo's stories.
Right. Yeah, you could see it. And I mean, it is exclusive, right, to the Nintendo
Yes.
console. So
Yeah. I feel
it
like they're
makes
covering
sense.
a lot of bases.
Right. I
Yeah.
mean, it's very smart from them for them.
Yeah.
And then Resident Evil. Uh, Again, I want to get back into the Resident Evil franchise. I played all the games except seven. Yeah, I don't think I played seven. Um, it's the return to the horror aspect in Resident Evil. So I haven't played seven, and eight it looks really cool. I'm interested in what's going on in the world now with the whole werewolves and witches and all that. So it's definitely a game that I want to try. But I do want to play seven first to get the whole story.
Okay.
And lastly, I'll just add the Shin Megami Tensei games, both of them. The third one and the fifth one. Um, Persona are the Persona games are like the spin-offs of this franchise. And
Hmm.
going off of that, it makes me interested in those games, and I want to try the third one. Um, I've heard good things about the third one, so I wanna try that. Uh, and then five. I mean, we haven't really seen a lot of it, but again, going off of what I've seen in Persona 5 and the Persona games, um, I'm definitely looking forward to that as well. But yeah, I don't really have much to say about Shin Megami Tensei. I don't really know about those games. I just know that I'm interested in playing them, and that's pretty much it. It's a lot of games.
Yeah, a lot of games. All right. I'll rattle mine off fairly quickly. Uh,
All
the
right.
first one, the first one I have is Origami 2. So I was interested in the first Origami. It's on a lot of different platforms. It's a stealth game, stealth third person game, and
Oh,
it's it has an interesting art style. Your cape kind of like glows in like it has like different like patterns on it. It's pretty cool. You're doing your standard fare of sneaking and stealth killing. It's kind of a peer game in that aspect. But I feel like in Origami 2, they're going to have a big chance to improve on the first one. Just make the environments more appealing and to um, make the assassinations more varied and make the animations look cooler, all that good stuff. So I'm keeping my eye out for Origami 2. And you can play co op too in the original if you have a friend. I don't know if it's local or online or if it's both, but there's a lot of potential there. And Gotham Knights, I'm weirdly kind of excited for Gotham Knights. I'm not usually into Batman stuff, but the combat in that game and the presentation looks off the charts, and
right.
I'm keeping my eye out for that one. Mm, Monster Hunter Stories too, of course. I love Monster Hunter, and I like turn-based RPGs, so give it to me. And I guess that's think that's about it, man. You had way more than I did. I guess for the release dates, I got more on my plate than what's announced in general.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna give a shout out to Kina too. I'm pretty interested in that one. Kenna.
yeah, Kena or Kina or whatever then
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
called.
Hood Outlaws and Legends. I'm keeping my eye out on it too. It looks like third person actions up my alley. It looks like it's gonna be that. So,
Hmm.
all right. Well, we went over what's been announced for 2021, or a good chunk of it. Let's go ahead and move on to Pass or Play.
All right.
So for Pass or Play, if you are new, what Pass or Play is that a couple of us choose a quote from the back of a box of a video game. We present that quote to the panelists, and based off of the quote, they're going to say if they would play it, and if they can, they're going to provide a guess of what that game is. So I do have one, and do one of you have one as well?
Yeah, I have one.
Okay. I don't know if this first one's too easy, but I think I'm just gonna go with it. Are you guys ready?
Right. Yes.
Okay. Uh, get ready to join the greatest heroes in their epic battle against the evil blank. Travel to amazing blank worlds to fight the blank that plague them by using powerful new techniques, magic, and combination attacks. Enjoy an unforgettable adventure where you meet a huge cast of over 100 blank characters and special guests. That's the end of the quote.
Special guest.
I think I know where it is.
You do?
Uh,
Mortal Kombat?
well, it could be that, but I was thinking of Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
Oh, that's really good.
Because I mean, it does talk about heroes. Yeah.
It's a good guess.
I think I'm gonna pass.
I
Only
feel
because
like
I think. Go ahead.
I was like, I want to say this part of it, but I don't know if it's gonna be too much.
Oh, I mean, if you think it's gonna go to weight down, you shouldn't say it. Don't say it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it. Okay. All right, go ahead. Why are you
If
passing?
if I played myself, then that's on me.
Okay, okay.
Uh, but yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna pass only because like I mean, if it is Marvel Ultimate Alliance, we have played Marvel Ultimate Alliance, yeah. And I mean, it's a good game, but I don't know. I just feel like it's very how do you describe it? Like very
Linear?
not linear.
Arcadey.
Straightforward?
No, like
Straightforward?
just fan servicey. Like it's just on it. Like there's no cutscenes or there's no chapters or. Do you get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I get it. No.
No.
No, yeah, I get it.
You're hurting me,
Oh,
but I understand what you're saying.
yeah, like it's I don't know, but yeah, I mean, maybe I'd enjoy it like if I saw other people play it, but like as far as me playing it, I'm not really. I don't find it that appealing, so I'm a pass.
All right, I'll respect it.
Yeah, and my guess is Marvel Ultimate.
Okay. You guys want to hear it again, or
Yeah, here again.
okay?
Because it's like that way.
Get ready to join the greatest heroes in their epic battle against the evil blank. Travel to amazing blank worlds to fight the blank that plague them by using powerful new techniques, magic, and combination attacks. Enjoy an unforgettable adventure where you'll meet a huge cast of over 100 blank characters and special guests.
You threw me off now because You mentioned magic.
Yeah,
Are there any Marvel superheroes that use magic? I don't think so.
Doctor Strange.
they don't call it magic. I don't think.
Over 100?
Do they? Does Doctor Strange say that he has magic?
I don't think it's
No, I don't know.
described as magic.
When I think of Doctor Strange or like Marvel, I'm like magic is not abilities,
Damn it.
yes, but not magic.
It's a League of Legends. I don't
Because I don't, there's one villain that everyone's want to fight against.
Oh, it wasn't as easy as I thought it was. Okay.
Uh,
know. What's throwing me off? It's the over 100 characters. Like what? Like playable characters or just like characters you get to see?
Over 100 blank characters, so there's a descriptor there
Blank
that would give it away,
and special guests.
and special guests.
Hmm.
okay, so I changed my guess. I don't think it's Marvel Ultimate Alliance,
Okay. Okay.
but I don't know what game it is.
Oh,
Or
this is
maybe it is. I don't
perfect. I
know.
love this.
I'll stick to my guess. We'll see what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not so sure.
Okay.
But I'll play it. I don't know what got me. It's like the whole special guest. Like I don't know.
Okay.
You know, I'm down to see special guests on games. I don't know. Well, if I'm thinking what I'm thinking, like, oh, characters from different franchises coming into the game, interacting with these characters. I don't know. I like crossovers like that. But
Okay.
that's if it's a crossover. I don't even know if it's a
Yeah.
crossover. Yeah, I'm not really
I
sure.
love this so much.
I'm not really sure what kind of game it is. I mean, what game it is.
Y'all gonna be so mad.
What?
What movie? I'm scared now.
It's Madden or something. And I don't know. But I'll play. Sure, why not?
Okay.
But I don't know what game it is.
All right. The game in question is Kingdom Hearts 2.
Uh, makes sense.
And the thing I was worried about if it would have gave it away, it was along with this trio travel.
Yeah, that probably would have given it away.
Yeah.
I was sort of thinking that when you were saying like the blank that plagues them. What's the blank? The word.
Shoot. I do not know. I just put blank. I don't know what it is. I'd have to research it again.
Yeah, so
Probably darkness.
yeah, I was sort of thinking like, is it darkness? But I don't know. Like, damn,
I
yeah.
didn't know there were that many characters. There.
I mean, it makes sense. And then you visit worlds,
Yeah.
different worlds. It all makes sense now.
Yeah. Got y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
I'm
boy would
always
be
feeling
very upset
happy.
with all of you.
Yeah. Good thing he's not here.
Okay. So that was mine.
All right. I'm gonna do mine now.
Let's
And I don't
go.
know, this might be a little easy. So, but I'll just go with it.
Okay.
Okay, rival nations are secretly developing weapons that could threaten the future of mankind. An elite soldier must combine stealth with survival to infiltrate the enemy and stop a weapon of mass destruction from triggering the largest full-scale war the world has ever seen. Go behind enemy lines in this riveting story of peace, love, and war.
I hope I'm right
Yeah.
about this, but it sounds like Metal Gear. Solid.
All right.
Uh, I'm gonna say your favorite one. I don't know if it's your favorite one. I think it is. I'm gonna say Metal Gear Solid 3.
Okay.
And I've been meaning. I guess I haven't been meaning, but my intention was to get around to trying a Metal Gear game. So I'm gonna say yes. And I love stealth, so I'm pretty sure I'd like it. So yes, I'm down for it.
All right. So we gotta play.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have any guess, but once you mentioned that stealth again, I mean, I can't think of any other game that you've played or that.
Well, now I'm just choosing games.
Oh,
It's not necessarily the ones that.
um, I'm gonna go with Well, I think my favorite is Snake Eater, no?
Mhm.
Um,
On the Metal Gear Solid
yeah.
franchise, yeah.
So I'm gonna go with Metal Gear Solid.
Which is the same one Ray said. It's the third one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Oh, then yeah, that's my same guess. And okay.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I guess I'll play. It's a very, from what I've seen, from what I've heard you guys say, like it's a very intricate, cool story. Um, and I mean it's a pretty big franchise, so I would play it as well. Okay, so we got two plays. And y'all
Yeah.
said Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater. It is.
It
I mean,
is?
it's pretty easy. Yeah, it is that one.
Okay. I wasn't sure which one.
Yeah, yeah. There's a part that I like blanked out that it says "deep in the jungle."
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
that
know.
would have gave it away
That would have been it because Snake Eater is
immediately.
the only. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, everything else gave it away. That's why, like Elite Soldier, like using stealth.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically, it's Snake Eater, Metal Gear Solid 3. Best game of the franchise to me. It's really cool.
Nice.
So I better play
Okay.
it now.
Yeah, I heard stealth. I'm like, what? A game that I'm gonna like immediately?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was nice. Thanks, Luis. Okay. Well, that has been our podcast. We have been Road Jump Media. We do this podcast every week on Saturdays, and we also do streams. We shoot for once a week, and we also everything we do is posted on our official website at Road Jump Media, and we also have social media. So we're on most of them. So if you just type in Road Jump Media and your favorite social media, we should be on there. So thank you for watching, and hopefully we'll see you next week. Before we end it, do our panelists have anything to say to our audience?
Thanks for tuning in. Keep gaming.
All right, you guys. See y'all later.